So I want to ask you really quickly, should YouTubers blur out these body cam footage videos we've been getting from 1122 King Road? I'm about to show you the September 1st, 2022 body cam footage where cops were called to the house for a noise complaint. So this was just 74 days before that huge Idaho 4 tragedy in Moscow, Idaho. So it was just December 22nd, 2022 when Moscow police emailed me a link to these 3 videos. They will cover the September 1st noise complaint. You've probably already seen them on Truth and Transparency. She requested the videos, but I went through and requested a bunch of body cam videos myself. I've kind of been sitting on them because of this dilemma in my own heart. You will see that I've taken the time to blur out the faces in the upcoming video. 3 of them, I'll just let them play without commentary. Make of it what you will. All the young people basically who aren't law enforcement, I did my best to blur them. And it is quite a task with video editing. Everyone who's not a cop, in essence, will be blurred. Some of their faces are already obscured because it is dark. It is nighttime, but other times they pop into the light. So it's the same thing that mainstream media tends to do. They tend to blur faces, especially for minors. I don't really know who's a minor or not in this video. And there's other reasons I want to discuss before I start playing the videos. It's the same practice I used in my previous video, where we looked at an incident from one of the 1122 King Road neighbors, where a girl had her car broken into, her suitcase tampered with, and her underwear stuffed in a cup holder. She told the cop, "I found my underwear right there." So that was a no-brainer. I did not publish her name. I did not publish her address. The whole point is just to study a pattern of behavior in the house and around the house, events that happened prior to the big tragedy, and maybe we'll look at some after the tragedy. We'll see how many of these body cam footage videos I get. So I didn't name that sorority girl. That was a no-brainer. She was a victim, of course, of theft or attempted theft and just weird behavior. I also did the same thing in the November 13th, 2022 body cam footage where we were trying to figure out if we could hear a noise, a scream, other vocal noises going on while cops were stopping some guys from underage drinking. I blurred their faces as much as I could when the light shone on their faces, but I tried to blur it just here so you could still see the cars passing by. But I understand why mainstream media, a lot of them will put a big old blur across all 3 faces because it's an arduous task to blur a bunch of faces, especially if you're dealing with an hour-long video. You know, the ones coming up, they'll be about 44 minutes long. Each body cam, each of the 3 officers has about 14 minutes worth of body cam footage. That's why on some of these shows, you'll see a news program only play snippets of the video. That's one of the reasons, because to blur it and take all this time to blur moving faces on a warped body cam footage, it can be extreme. You know, not to get too far into video editing technicalities, but even trying to say, look at my face, track it and blur it, it doesn't work perfectly. So you have to kind of go through and do it. It's an arduous task. Some people don't know how to do it. Some people don't have the resources to have it done. That's why. But does that mean that as YouTubers, we should just throw everyone's faces out there all the time? That's why I waited with this video. Because of course we want to see people and patterns and everything. And of course, if it's the main people involved, if it's the main victims, I tend to not blur their faces, unfortunately, because they're already gone. But when it's all these other ancillary characters or people around them, I guess I start to feel bad because I see what happens when some people just jump all on these people and start accusing them of things that they likely never did. They're calling them guilty. They're calling them the perpetrators when there's a lack of evidence to go that far. So my goal, for example, with the March incident where the girl got her car broken into was not to expose her as a victim, but to just inform people of, okay, this event happened in March. This is what the perpetrator did by, stuffing her underwear in a cup holder and examining that pattern, as opposed to, I can't help but think of it from a mom's perspective. And you think, even if it's legal to show a person's face, and it probably goes state by state or case by case. In body cam footage, do you really want to kind of throw these people to the wolves of these crime sleuthers who are going to go take that info and sometimes just get things horribly wrong? You know, I've been studying it, and if you're a lawyer especially, chime in, but I want you guys to chime in about what you think. Some people I know would say, why are you blurring everything? And others will say, that's good, blur stuff. Why don't other people blur stuff? You know, I was looking it up. The Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press calls police body cam videos the Wild West of open records requests. So indeed, as we go down this trajectory of true crime YouTubers and we can request body cam footage and we start getting footage back, you know, it's one thing to show Chris Watts or his mistress or whomever in hours and hours long interrogations. That seems like fair game, and they're adults and they're part of the central nucleus of the crime. I'm not saying she's guilty of anything. Nicole Kessinger is innocent, but they are the surrounding characters in the crime. But when you're talking about a case like this on a college campus, and it can involve a lot of players, it's like we're dealing with a different animal. That's why I choose to err on the side of safety. So when we first saw these September 1st, 2022, if you've already seen them, body cam videos, the girl who first came to the door, she was almost an exact match of Bethany, one of the surviving roommates. Everyone started saying, oh my goodness, Bethany lied to cops. She said she would go get someone who lives here. You know, she didn't tell the cops. She wasn't truthful. She didn't tell the cops out and out, I live here. But then later, via more research, people are coming back and claiming that's not Bethany, that's another girl, and I won't name her because, once again, she's not a central character in my mind. And I'm thinking always protectively. So it turns out that that was most likely not Bethany, one of the surviving roommates who answered the door that night. It turns out it was another girl who was basically her twin. But, you know, what if the whole internet of people, and some people just aren't wrapped too tight. They will go literally look for a person in real life. That's why I'm hoping most of these people in that area, I was thinking as a mom, like, I hope they haven't even come back to the sorority houses, or I hope they won't come back until this thing is solved, because you never know who's out there. Whoever committed this horrible, heinous crime, who knows how far they'll take it. And even how far sleuthers will take it. You know, look at the TikToker who's getting sued. But my point is, what if everyone had just went and jumped on Bethany? Oh no, you're a liar, blah, 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 blah. And it turns out that's not even Bethany. So that's one reason I'm blurring her in the upcoming footage. So look at the TikToker who is being sued. Now that's an egregious, outrageous case. This TikToker was outrightly accusing Rebecca Schofield, the chair of the school's history department, of orchestrating the whole thing and even having an affair with one of the victims, when Rebecca says she's never met any of them. So if anyone wants to just download, I know some people want the footage coming up, just feel free to download it, watch it, upload it, whatever you want to do. Stream it. But that's why I've been blurring the faces, just to get that off my chest and explain what I'm doing. The responding officers are Dustin Blaker, Jordan Welch, and Brett Payne. So what you're about to see is from September 1st at approximately 8:34 p.m., Officer Welch responded to the area, they keep calling it Queen Road, for a report of a noise complaint. He said he observed 1122 Queen Road playing loud music which could be heard from Taylor Avenue. During my approach, he wrote, I observed several unidentified females walking towards me. I stopped the group of females and asked if they could get someone who lived at the residence to come talk to us. The females stated they didn't know anyone who lived at the residence. During my conversation, he wrote, I observed several females flee the scene. So I don't know where these women are running. As I approached the home, I observed a black backpack and a case of Truly seltzers on the ground outside the home. So that's a big deal with these Trulies, and they pour them out. At the end, the cop is like, one cop is like, my hands smell like Trulies at the end. And the other one is like, the grapefruit one did smell good. The other cop, he keeps talking a lot about how he hates Trulies. So he wrote, I knocked on the door and an unidentified female answered the door. I requested to speak with a resident of the home. So they still leave her as an unidentified female, and I think that's a good way for her to be left, because Some sleuthers as well, I believe, can take it way too far with an image, a video still, and they can go, we do it because we're trying to put together this puzzle to figure out who committed this crime. But deep sleuthing into all these other characters, it can be helpful with someone with a sound mind who won't go too far and start contacting these people or approaching their homes or just violating their privacy. So he said, the female stated she would notify a resident. I waited approximately 10 minutes and knocked several more times before two unidentified males answered the door. And we see one of the guys, and yeah, when it's unblurred, we do see that he does look like the guy who showed up with the zip ties on his wrists in the other video on Truth and Transparency. So it can be helpful to see people's faces, and that's where the dilemma lies. It's a fine line when it comes to privacy issues. And the owner of that house, he was telling people, according to the Daily Mail, not to speak to anyone, don't talk to the press. Anyway, he finishes by saying, I waited approximately 10 minutes and knocked several more times before two unidentified males answered the door. I explained I needed to speak to a resident of the home. The males were able to contact Madison M. Mogan, a resident of 1122 Queen Road, by phone. I explained to Mogan about the noise complaint. I stated she would need to contact her friends at her home and advised them to keep the noise down. Mogan understood and was apologetic. Before I cleared, I emptied the contents of the abandoned alcoholic beverages on scene. Sergeant Blaker and Corporal Payne observed White Claws inside the backpack. Corporal Payne assisted me in emptying the contents of the alcoholic beverages. I cleared the scene, nothing else to report. So, you get to hear Madison's voice over the phone, and in all these crime videos, body cam footage, I have this impulse of, I just wish, and how much you can imagine her family wishes they could just go back and warn her, what's going to happen in 74 days from that night. I thought about a lot of victims on Christmas, and we think about how blessed we are to have our family with us still. For those of you who have lost loved ones, especially during tragedies, it's just my prayers are really with you. Isaiah 9:6, for to us a child is born, a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. I always pray for supernatural peace, especially for the loved ones of these victims. So speaking of Maddie, you're going to hear her voice. And if you haven't seen that article in the Spokesman Review yet about Maddie, I think you should really read it. It's called She Was Living the Life That She Deserved. Maddie Mogan's father braces for the first Christmas without her. Boy, and they show a photo of Madison when she was only 2 in a Christmas portrait from 2003. And that's, Ben Mogan is her dad. And it talks a little bit about what he went through when he heard the news. And Ben is the only one who made me cry when he spoke about his daughter. I know Kaylee's family, rightly so, is very angry. Ben, Maddie's dad, he just gets you right in the feels because you could just, I won't go as far as to say you can feel his pain, of course not, but just the grief. But really quickly, I'll read. It was a normal Sunday for Ben. He had taken himself out to see a movie on November 13th. When Karen Laramie, the mother of his daughter Madison Mogan, called, he texted her and said he'd call in a minute. But then Ben's mother called. These two things never happened back to back, he said. Just come over, his mother said. So Ben said, I had a feeling it had something to do with Maddie. On that drive over, I was thinking all of these terrible things that I was preparing for, and none of them prepared me for what they actually told me. So that's when he learned Madison Mogan, her best friend, Kaylee Gonzalez, their roommate, Xana Kernodle, and Xana's boyfriend, Ethan Chapin, were found all stabbed to death in the girls' home near the University of Idaho campus. Police have yet to find who did this. So Ben called Maddie's mother. He said, we didn't even know what to say to each other. We just both were sobbing. We just cried together on the phone, I guess. There's just no words for any of that. So Maddie's parents were together for about 5 years. They lived in Oregon when Maddie was born, but then they moved to Coeur d'Alene. Eventually, the two split up but maintained a good relationship as Maddie grew up. Ben said Maddie was smart and funny. She was a real go-getter. As a child, she was easy to be around, never getting into too much trouble. That's what her dad said. Maddie's dad said everyone loved Maddie. If she was in the room, she would just shine. So the Mogan family was a close-knit bunch. They connected through music. Everyone would get together with their instruments over the holidays. That's the part that made me cry when Ben said at the memorial that, he scored those Mac Miller tickets. Another one, rest in heaven. Scored those tickets. It's something about just the realness of the way he spoke. But during Ben's darkest and most difficult times, Ben would think about his daughter and how proud he was of her. She inspired him, he said. So now it's more than 6 weeks into the investigation. Ben says it's hard to move forward without knowing who did this to his daughter. Ben said there were so many questions that I figured would be answered and we're still waiting. So we see the differences here in how the families are relating. According to this article, investigators have gone above and beyond to keep Mogan in the loop. So Ben is being kept in the loop. One of the lead investigators calls him every day, telling him if there is anything new and answers questions, Ben said. If they don't connect for a couple of days due to Ben's work schedule, the investigator worries and will call Ben's family to make sure he's okay, he said. If the investigator has a day off, he'll make sure someone calls Ben or will still call him anyway. On the day of a vigil in Moscow for the 4 students, Ben said investigators spent 3 hours talking to him. The updates help Ben stay away from the online speculation and gossip that have enveloped the case. It's such a different response there than Kaylee's family. I'm not saying either way is right. Everyone grieves differently. Ethan Chapin's family is pretty much kind of quiet. His mom is the spokesman, it seems, for the family. Very composed and wonderful, that family seems. Stacy came out and told the Idaho Statesman that the surviving roommates heard something that night or sometime during the time, but she didn't ever elaborate. Kaylee's family we've seen out there the most. They said they came into a meeting with 5 pages of questions and didn't get many answers from cops. And we know Kaylee's dad has been outspoken. And now we see Ben, you can tell he's more quiet. He did, or Maddie's mom gave permission to Kaylee's family to kind of be their mouthpiece. So it's good to hear him speak out. Ben said, it's hard for me to read all these articles. He said, I can get all my news about it right from there, from the investigators, and I don't have to try and drudge through all this misinformation. I don't blame him there. Some of the stuff I've read on Twitter, which I don't know is true or not, and it gets really horrible. And then there's more of this 4chan stuff, and people have all these theories. And I can't imagine a victim's family wading through some of that horror. But Ben said, I just have to take the higher road on that kind of stuff, or else it will be damaging to my well-being. I mean, it's hard enough as it is. I'm just trying to get through these days one at a time. I bet. Oof. But at least Ben, even though it's taking this long, Ben is confident that the person who did this will be caught. Ben said, from the very beginning, I've known that people don't get away with these things these days. There's too many things that you can get caught up on, like DNA and videos everywhere. This isn't something that people get away with that goes unsolved. I agree with him. There's video everywhere. There's someone, there's benefits to Big Brother always watching because we're so connected and we have videos, CCTV footage everywhere. Someone's grabbing something. So it really helps solving crimes compared to, like a Girl Scout tragedy from Oklahoma I was watching from the 70s. It's just so much different than trying to solve a crime like that from decades ago. But Ben said of the investigators, across the country, he said, I have to just know that they know what they're doing, and if they don't, then they know someone that does. He's thankful they're willing to work around the clock around Christmas and everything. He keeps thinking about how proud he is of Maddie. I'm so proud to be able to say that she was my daughter and what she was doing with her life and where she was headed. She was living the life that she deserved. I thought that was just very sweet. Take a watch. All these videos, you've probably seen them before, and as I get more body cam footage, I will go through it. Takes a while to edit and blur and censor out what I believe should be censored. You treat others how you want to be treated. if you unfortunately became a person somehow embroiled in a huge international crime case, but of course you're innocent, I don't know if you'd want your face splashed everywhere, especially if you're a minor. I don't know. Let me know what you think about the whole thing and where YouTubers can go with this, because the question is only going to be asked more often now that unfortunately there's so much crime, there's so much body cam footage, there's so many true crime YouTubers. Let me know what you think is the right way to go about this. Thanks so much for watching. Watch all these body cam footages. If you need to download it, feel free. I got it directly from Moscow Police Department, nowhere else. So public record, public footage. Thank God for all of us YouTubers. Take care.
Stop and watch. I gotta wait for him to get up here anyway. So this is where we can stop, observe what's going on, see if there's any other activity we need to be aware of. Now let's go make contact. How goes it?
Oh, hey, how are you?
Who lives here?
We're not actually sure.
You don't know who lives here?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
We're just here for a noise complaint.
Oh, okay. No.
The other ones were because they ran like crazy. Beat on the damn door. Oh, look at that! Abandoned property.
Hey, who's the owner or
Who lives here?
I can go get them real quick.
Okay,
Please.
please.
True lease. This is what the other group had that ran away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Distant? Awesome.
Yeah, those ones kept walking to the car, and the others went woo woo around the back corner. So, abandoned property. Well, there's a lot of fucking alcohol in there. A lot. I want to know what sorority lives here.
Got 11:22. Blend into the darkness.
Yeah. Well, that's all the way over there. Just everyone fucking ran away? They not gonna come back? Do you think I'm gonna leave? We're only here for a noise complaint. Come to the damn door. Teach you how to knock.
Search. Let's ring the doorbell.
All right. Hey, bud. We're just here for a noise complaint. Can you tell whoever lives here to come talk to us?
Sorry, I did not hear you. Sorry, say that again.
We're just here for a noise complaint. Whoever lives here needs to come talk to us, or we're going to start doing a lot more than just deal with noise.
Go tell them.
Yeah, just tell them to come to the front door. We'll deal with the noise complaint, and we'll leave. Yep, thank you. Stupid fucking idiots.
Come to the door, guys. Send whoever lives here down the door. We're not leaving. You can also see you.
Yeah, for the most part. They're scared. Oh my God! I think someone's coming down now. You've got, I think, several people coming down. Finally!
No one's here at all.
So everyone here's trespassing?
Well, no one's here that's trespassing, but no one that lives here is here right now.
So where'd they go?
They're just not here. I have no clue where they went. No clue.
So you guys just throwing a party in their house at this
They were
time?
here at one point. They're not here right now. I just searched all the rooms.
They left and went over to some other party, and everyone is about to
I
leave
just
and
searched
go
all
over
the
to
rooms
another
and looked for
party.
them.
Okay, who does live here? What are their names?
I am actually not sure. I live across the street. I
Okay.
just came over. I haven't drank a drop.
Male, female?
I think it's mainly females. I think it's like 4
What
females.
sorority are they affiliated with?
I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah, you
I don't Know
do.
if they're, I don't know if they're
I
associated
don't.
with it. I don't know.
I guarantee you they're associated with the sorority. As many of them are living here, it's an off-campus sorority house. I've been a cop for 22 years here. I'm not stupid. Don't play dumb games with me. I would rather deal with this as a noise complaint than getting a hold of the Greek council and the Greek board and all of that and the dean of students and playing all these stupid games. All I want to do is deal with the noise complaint. Because I guarantee you there's a lot of underage drinking because they left their alcohol behind.
Do you want us to try and get a name or a phone number?
Please,
and
if
we
you
can
could.
call someone?
We just need to talk to somebody who lives here, because otherwise I have to be under the assumption you guys are unlawfully entered because no one who lives here is here.
Okay.
Right?
We'll go.
So I need to verify that there was a party here. Now everyone left, so thank you.
We'll be right back.
Thanks,
Sorry, We're not
guys.
trying to make your life.
I understand. I just letting you know this is how it's going to play out. I'm not going anywhere until I talk to somebody who actually lives
Just
there.
no
You
one's
guys
not
mind to leave the
associated.
door open
Sweet.
for us? That way we can get some sort of communication between us
No,
and them.
no one that
They come
lives
in.
here is here right now. So
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I do.
And,
Thank you.
and, hey guys, really, we're just coming here for this complaint.
Someone from this house comes down here all of a sudden.
I'm sure they fucking. I think a bunch of them bolted,
Oh, guaranteed. Yeah.
and they knew we were in the front. They went.
There were some coming up behind us, and I don't know where they went, but they looked like they were probably headed this direction.
Yeah.
So hey, let's go ahead and
Yes. Please just go call someone. Thank you. All right. Well, they told me they just live across the street, so that means they're Sigma Chi.
Yep. There's the guy. He pointed right at it.
Yes, he did. That was not smart.
Not intelligent.
And don't tell me this isn't an off-campus sorority house.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Bunch of f***ing idiots. If I have to, I'll just start running plates and attach all of
I
them.
was seriously thinking the same thing. Take it all to campus back. Have a nice day. Figure out who these people
They threw a
were.
big-ass party with underage drinkers, and they all left and wouldn't come to the door, so they're uncooperative.
Yep.
Here are the names of the people who were there. Their vehicles are there, at least.
Stupid game if you want to.
Bunch of idiots. There's a party somewhere there.
Their music got real quiet.
Real fast.
Real fast.
I mean, Sigma Chi's is the only one that I hear.
Yep.
They said they're going to another party. I wonder if there's another Greek party somewhere.
Probably. Because they were taking alcohol somewhere.
Yeah, they were going somewhere.
But hey, they abandoned it.
Yep.
So guess what? Start dumping alcohol. They abandoned property. I like it when they abandon their. Oh,
White Claws?
White Claws. They're gonna be so angry at me.
They're cold too, man.
Yeah, these are cold.
Yeah.
But that one was already open.
Hello.
All right, Josh. Jordan, you talk to them.
Yep.
Maddie. Okay.
Hi, this is Officer Walsh from Moscow Police Department. Who am I speaking with?
Just remind people that we can be fairly reasonable, but when people want to be dumb, we have a tendency to be assholes.
You hear me, Maddie?
And
This isn't my shit, so I don't
oh, yeah, this is abandoned property, so we're dumping it and going to walk away.
Sure is.
They're going to leave their alcohol when they see us and run away.
So,
They abandon it,
The reason
and
that we're here is that we
I don't know how the people drink this anyway.
of loud music, partying.
Never had one, never will.
No one should be a fan of White Claw with you.
Coming for alcohol. What's your drink of choice then? And then we sit
Mine?
here,
I don't drink.
knocking the door.
Good on you. I wish I didn't.
I did when I was in college. I drank like a son of a bitch. Don't get me wrong.
If I can, I would like to.
I remember what it's like being a college kid.
And I'm guessing. And I want your current address also as well. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take that as Gatorade. This I'm going to assume is not, though.
I have no.
I don't assume that's Gatorade. But
It could be though.
maybe.
And how do you spell that, Maddie?
Looks like vodka.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
What's your middle name, Madison? Okay. What's your last name?
All right.
M-O-G-E-N.
I'm sure.
I don't know. You can leave it there.
I'm sure whoever stashed it will come grab it later.
They're going to come back and be very upset.
Yeah.
Put all my shit. Yeah.
And is
So I tell you guys are Sigma Chi's?
I'm a Sigma Chi.
Okay.
I was in the house, but I'm not.
U of I?
Why?
You graduated.
Graduated.
Oh, there you go.
I will graduate with a bachelor's. I'm still getting my master's right now. So.
What'd you get your master's
All
in?
right, Madison.
Athletic training.
here's
Oh,
the-
cool.
Okay.
I actually got a kid of mine who's starting that program here.
Really? What's his name?
It's the first year.
What?
He's a Blaker.
Is it
He's a freshman.
Oh, okay.
You won't know him yet.
Did he go through Rush at all?
No.
Okay.
No,
maybe I
don't take
would've
this the
seen it.
wrong way. I told
know
him
what
if he
you're gonna
joined a
say,
fraternity,
and-
I was going to disown him.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say, and I don't blame you. I see both sides of it.
I did it because I know his personality. And after a while, he would just be pissed off with everybody.
Yeah.
Did you
So I'm
join a
trying-
fraternity at all during college? If you went?
I was in a different kind of fraternity. I was not in
Like
a
a scholarly one?
no. No. I played football.
Hey, where'd you play football at?
Okay.
Idaho State.
So at this point,
I did a lot
Now
of
you're in Moscow, huh?
again,
I did a lot of acting competitions over at Idaho State.
Yeah, I played there for 2 years. Rocky Mountain College for 2 years,
Rocky Mountain.
and then
What'd
I
you
went
play?
to. I was a fullback.
Fullback.
Ma'am. Okay, you enjoy your evening, all right?
Till my last year. My last year I was a nose guard.
Okay.
So
All right, man. Here's your phone.
Thank you.
Hey, so,
finish dumping stuff. I'll tell. You already told her about noise.
yep. Already told
Cool.
you about noise. If
Well, I'm not going to warn you guys for noise because you don't live here.
Yeah.
But I would probably strongly suggest that anyone else that's left here, if they don't live here, y'all should probably leave together.
I'll let him know.
Cool.
Thank you guys.
Because if not, I'm going to come back. And I don't think you want to. You don't. I'm not saying you are.
We were just.
Yeah, they were here.
This-
They went to a party.
This would not be the first party I've ever gone to where the people who live here leave.
Yeah.
And just let people stay. Why they do that, I don't know. That to me, that would be stupid. I'm not going to
It
let people
happens
stay where I
pretty
live, and it's
frequently.
responsible. For, oh, I know. Trust me. Like I said, I've done this for 22 years, man. I get it.
I guess, yeah. But yeah, we'll go let them know. And then,
Yeah.
make sure.
And just let them know I'm not going to stand out here and wait for them to come out and try and give them MIPs or anything like that. But in the same term, tell them not to leave with alcohol.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's the first way you're going to get us to contact you.
Yep.
Don't do stupid shit, right?
Yeah, no, exactly.
I'm sure it's not the first time you've heard somebody say, don't do stupid shit and the cops won't touch you.
Yep.
Be smart. Don't be stupid. Don't draw attention to yourself. Right?
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, we're going to try it. I appreciate you guys going above and beyond for us and helping us out a little bit.
Totally.
No, I'm sorry for the issues in the first place. So.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Hope that
I'm
we
used
can
to it.
make a little better.
All right. You guys have a good one. Alrighty then. That was successful.
Is it though?
I don't know. That grapefruit one actually smelled pretty damn good. I don't think I could have drank it, but it smelled good. All right. Thanks, guys.
Come on, Sarge.
Hey, how are you?
Nope.
We're not actually. I don't know who lives here. No, I don't.
You guys haven't been drinking or anything, right?
No.
Okay, drive careful, okay?
Will do, thank you.
Did they?
I can go get them real quick.
Trulies? This is what the other group had that ran away.
Oh, really? Just ditched it? Awesome.
Yeah, those ones kept walking in the car and the other one.
Nice. Truly's for the win. Moscow 157. Got it 1122 Queen Road. Yes. Yeah, it's hilarious. Like as soon as they know it's the cops, everyone does the same thing. They're like, they just like blend into the darkness.
It's a normal day.
This is regular. You spend a lot of time doing this, and students are here. Yeah.
The girl answered the door at her market.
I saw that. Yep.
We're only here for a noise complaint. Come to the damn door.
Those things like frustrating. You're like, we'll figure out who lives here eventually.
Yeah. Let me go around back. I'll be undercover.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. So if they just don't come to the door?
What's that?
What if they don't come to the door?
I mean, it's fine. There's the issue.
Yeah.
So they're all mostly students, so
Yeah.
the campus officers can figure out who lives here, and then honestly, it's a lot worse for them if they don't come to the
How
door.
often does campus get involved?
Pretty frequently. Like if campus will.
Pretty good about it.
If students get in trouble, they will. If they get in trouble, the campus, it's actually honestly for like minor stuff, campus will hammer, like suspend them or kick them out altogether, or lose all your financial aid. Like it's pretty serious. So they've had several kids like get super hammered and fall off balconies over the years and stuff and die, so they take it pretty serious. Children. Come to the door, guys. Send whoever lives here down to the door. We're not leaving. And we can also see you. Yeah. Abandoned property. Moscow 157. Do we have any recent involvements at 1122 Queen?
No one's here. That
No one's here.
that
No
was channel.
one's here.
So everyone here is trespassing?
Well, no one's here that's trespassing, but no one else is here right now.
So where'd they go?
They're just not here. I have no clue where they're going. No clue.
So you guys just throwing a party in their house at
They
the
were
time?
here at one point. They're not here right now. I just
Got
searched
fixed.
all the rooms.
They left and went over to some other party, and everyone is about to
I
leave
just
and
searched
go
all
over
the
to
rooms.
another party.
Who does? What are their names?
I am actually not sure. I live across the street. I just came over. I haven't drank a drop.
Male, female?
I think it's mainly females. I think it's like
That's going on.
I don't know if they're. I don't know if they're.
I don't.
So I guarantee they're associated with the sorority. Many of them are living here. It's an Kansas campus sorority house. I've been a cop for 22 years here. I'm not stupid. Don't play young games with me. I'd rather deal with this as a noise complaint. I need to hold the Greek council, the Greek board, all of that. Just leave the students. All I want to do is deal with
All these college houses?
Yeah. Almost all college students.
Got people up on the hill probably didn't know most of the
Yep. And this is kind of like, it's kind of a fishbowl in here, so if they get party, it echoes like crazy.
I'd be under the assumption that you guys are unlawfully entered because no one who lives here is here.
Okay.
Right?
We'll go
So I
get
need
a
to
phone
verify
number.
that there was a party here.
We'll go get a phone number. We'll be right back. Sorry,
Thanks.
we're not trying to make your life.
I understand. I just letting you know this is how it's going to play out. I'm not going anywhere until I talk to someone.
We're not trying to
We'll be
be
right
just
back.
no
You
one
guys want to
lives
leave the door
here.
open for us? That way we can get some sort of communication between us
No,
and them.
no one that
Come
lives
in.
here is here right now. So
No.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I do.
And hey guys, really we're just coming here for discipline.
Okay, no, I get it.
I apologize for no one coming to the door.
You want to bet that
The issue was
someone from this house comes down here all of a sudden?
I'm sure they fucking, I think a bunch of them bolted.
Oh, guaranteed, yeah.
And they knew we were in the front. They went,
There was some coming up behind us, and I don't know where they went, but they looked like they were probably headed this direction.
Yeah.
So hey, just go ahead and
Yes, please just go call someone. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
All right.
well, they told me they just lived across the street, so that means they're Sigma Chi.
Yep, there's Sigma Chi. He pointed right at it.
Yes, he did. That was not smart.
Not intelligent, young man.
An off-campus sorority
Yeah,
house.
yeah, 100%. 100%.
Idiots. If I have to, I'll just start running plates and attack
Yeah,
all of
I
them.
was seriously thinking the same thing. Take it all to campus back. Have a nice day. Figure out who these people
They threw
were.
a big ass party with underage drinkers, and they all left and wouldn't come to the door, so they're uncooperative.
Yep.
Here are the names of the people who were there. Their vehicles were there at least.
You can play stupid games if you want to.
There's a party somewhere.
Yeah, their music got real quiet.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Real fast.
I mean, Sigma Pez is the only one that I hear.
Yep.
They said they're going to another party. I wonder if there's another Greek party somewhere.
Probably. Because they were taking alcohol somewhere.
Yeah, they were going somewhere.
But hey, they abandoned it.
Yep.
But guess what? Start dumping alcohol. They abandoned property. I like it when they abandon their
Yep. Some more in there.
You don't want to get in the hands of underage youth.
Exactly. Aww. Street youths. The White Claws?
White Claws.
Nice.
They're going to be so angry at me.
I hate it when I leave my White Claws. Oh, they're cold too. Man.
Yeah, these are cold.
Whew. Oh my God. Oh, an open one. Hello.
You do that? Learned that from a college kid.
Yep.
Alright, Josh. Good Jordan, you talk to them.
Yep.
Maddie.
Okay. Hi, this is Officer Wolf from Austin Police Department. Who am I speaking with? Maddie, 1 second. Turn the volume up on this phone. People want to be done. Can you hear me, Maddie? You live at 112
Queen Road.
Okay. So, hey, the reason that we're here is that we received a complaint of loud music, parties.
Not a fan of White Claws?
The house.
Never had one, never will.
Running away.
No one should be a fan of White Claws or Truly, man.
Coming for alcohol. And then we sat here for approximately knocking the door and no one was coming.
Oh, good on you. I wish I did.
I did when I was in college.
Thanks, man.
Right now, if I can, I would like to collect.
I remember what it's like to be a college kid.
We gave birth, and I'm guessing, and I want your current address also as well. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take that.
It's okay.
I have no. I don't assume that's Gatorade. But it could be though. Maybe it's Gatorade.
And how do you spell it, Maddie?
Loaded weapon right there. Twisted T. Oh, whack. Remember that video? The dude smokes that guy with one.
Alright.
I have no clue who this is.
I don't know, you can leave it there.
I'm sure whoever's passing it will come grab it.
They're gonna be sad when they come find it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have left this.
So I take you guys are Sigma guys?
I'm a Sigma.
I was in a house, so I'm not.
Why?
Graduated. I will graduated the bachelor's. I'm still getting my master's right now. So.
But you get your master's
All right,
at?
Madison.
I'd like
So
to-
here's the
Oh,
deal.
cool.
Okay.
I actually got a kid
They've
of mine
already
who
said that
started
no
in
one
that
here
program.
lives at
Really?
like
What's his
none
name?
of the occupants that live at
first
this
grade.
address are here.
He's only,
Just
he's a,
full of random
Oh,
liquor.
like,
he's a freshman.
You need to
You
let
won't
them
know
know
him.
that the noise needs
Did he
to,
go through
needs
Russia
to
though?
come down. Okay, we just received a
No,
complaint.
don't take this the wrong way. I told him if he joined a fraternity, I was going to disown him.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't blame you. I see both sides of it.
I did it because I know his personality, and after a while, he would just be
I
pissed off
understand.
with everybody.
Okay, it's just.
So I'm
I
trying
mean,
to-
if I were you guys, I'd probably just come home.
I was in a different
and
kind
make
of
sure that
fraternity.
whoever is
not in any
party here is keeping it down to.
No.
Alright, where's your good one?
Okay. So at this point, we're going to leave. Okay. If I have to come back later tonight, like I said, I just want to express
Actually,
that
they're for
there's
2
going to
years.
be some citation given out. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay, you enjoy your evening, all right?
So you guys take the training and just try them out, make sure they actually enjoy the job before you invest a whole lot more time.
Yeah, so we like to get them to this point, just to get them hired. It's a pretty substantial, like, they do a full background check, tons of interviews. We go to all their previous places of work. Like, we send people to where they live. So just to get to where you're hired is a big deal. And then it's 4 phases, 4 weeks each. They get progressively more burden put on them to do the job on their own, basically. And so we have like a 50% washout rate, believe it or not. Yeah.
So even if they were like from out of state, you try and send somebody there.
Yeah. Yep. Like, we send people to Montana and Illinois and California.
Like personally from the police department, or you reach out?
Our detective sergeant goes, talks to all their bosses, and pulls all their records. It's crazy because it's such a high liability. Like, if you hire someone who's got a bad record and you don't find it, you're stuck with them. So, yeah, it's a pretty significant process.
Party like this in college?
No. I just drank in my apartment by myself. Seriously.
There's a party over there. I don't.
It's Halo time.
out, observe what's going on, see if there's any other activities we need to be aware of.
Okay. Hey ladies, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
We're not actually sure. I don't
You don't know who lives here?
No, I don't.
Here for noise complaint.
Yeah, they did.
Beat on the damn door.
Hey, who's the owner or who lives here?
I can go get them real quick.
Okay, thank you, please.
She leaves. This is what the other group had that ran away.
Oh, really? They just ditched it?
Awesome. Yeah, those ones kept walking in the car, and the other one around the back corner. Hey, property. Check that back. There's a lot of fucking alcohol in there.
Mm-hmm.
Moscow, I said lot. I don't know what sorority lives here.
Got an 1122.
Yes.
That's hilarious. Like, Tuesday, I was the top stuff. Blend into the darkness.
Yeah. We're not going to come back? You think I'm going to leave? That's all right. We're only here for a noise complaint. Come to the damn door.
Teach you how to dog.
Start the search. I just rang the doorbell.
Whoever lives here needs to come talk to us, or we're going to start doing a lot more than just deal with
I will
noise.
go tell them.
Yeah, just tell them to come to the front door. We'll
Front
deal with
door?
the noise complaint, and we'll
Okay.
leave. Yep, thank you.
Come to the door, guys. Send whoever lives here down to the door. Not leaving. We can also see you.
Yeah, for the most part. They're scared.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So I just looked for everyone that lived here, and they're not here right now.
No one's here that
No one's here
that lives here at all.
No one's here that lives
So
here.
everyone here is trespassing?
Well, no one's here that's trespassing, but no one that lives here is here right now.
So where'd they go?
They're just not here. I have no clue where they went. No clue.
So you guys just throwing a party in their house at this
They were
time?
here
And
at one point. They're not here right now. I just searched all the rooms.
They left and went over to some other party, and everyone is about to
I
leave
just
and go
searched all
over
the
to
rooms
another
and looked
party.
for them.
Okay. Who does live here? What are their names?
I am actually not sure. I live across the street. I just came over. I haven't drank a drop.
Male, female?
I think it's mainly females. I think it's like 4 females.
What sorority are they affiliated with?
I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
do.
if they're
I
associated
don't.
with the.
I
So
guarantee you they're associated with the sorority. As many of them are living here. It's an off-campus sorority house. I've been a cop for 22 years here. I'm not stupid. Don't play dumb games with me. I'd rather deal with this as a noise complaint than getting a hold of the Greek council and the Greek board and all of that, and the students and playing all these stupid games.
do you?
All I want
I
to do
don't
is
know.
deal with
I don't
noise
know.
Quick
complaints.
question. Do you
Because I
want us?
guarantee you there's a lot of underage drinking because they left their alcohol behind.
Do you want us to try and get a name or a phone number, and
If
we
you
can
could.
call someone?
We just need to talk to somebody who lives here, because
Okay.
otherwise I have
Yeah.
to be under the assumption you guys are unlawfully entered because no one who lives here is here.
Okay.
Right.
We'll go.
So
go
I
get
need
a
to
phone
verify
number.
that there was a party here.
We'll
Now
go call
everyone
someone.
left.
We'll go get a
so
phone
thank
number.
you.
We'll be right back.
Thanks,
Sorry, we're
guys.
not trying to make your life.
I understand. I just letting you know this is how it's going to play out. I'm not going anywhere until I talk to
No, we're
somebody.
not trying
We'll be right
just
back.
no
You guys mind just leaving the door open for us? That way we can get some sort of communication between us and them. We're not going to come in.
Here right now, so
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I
No
do. I
worries.
do.
And hey guys, really we're just coming here for noise complaint.
Okay,
So we
no, I
understand
get it.
y'all
Just
drinking.
literally-
right?
The reason
that's here right
I
now.
apologize for no one coming to the door. The issue was we were
It's okay.
trying to find the
Everyone's
owners
kind of freaked
because-
out because cops are here. You guys are having a good time, right?
Well, I've been at another house before, and I went out and talked to the cops,
Yeah.
but I wasn't the
No worries.
resident, so they just told me to go back inside,
Yep.
basically. So
No worries. So hey, just go ahead and get the contact. Thanks, man.
We'll be right back.
All right.
And don't tell me this isn't a off-campus sorority house. If I have to, I'll just start running points. That's all of
I was seriously doing the same thing. Take all the campus back. Have a nice day.
They threw a big ass party with underage drinkers, and they all left and wouldn't come to the door. Center and cooperative. Yep. Here are the names of the people who were there. Their vehicles were there. There's a party somewhere.
Yeah, their music got real quiet,
Real fast.
real fast. Noise complaint done.
The only one that I hear.
Yep.
Guess what?
Huh?
Start dumping alcohol.
Good to go.
They abandoned property. White Claws? White Claws! You're gonna be so angry at me. Ooh, they're cold too, man.
Yeah, these are cold.
Open one.
Hello.
You do that? Learn that from a college kid.
All right, Josh. Jordan, you talk to
Yep.
Maddie.
This is one of the owners that lives here. She's on the phone right now.
Hi, this is Officer Welsh from Moscow Police Department. Who am I speaking with? Maddie, 1 second. Let me turn the volume up on this phone here.
People want to be dumb.
All right, can you hear me, Maddie?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Do you live at 1122 Queen Street?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, hey, the reason that we're here is that we received a noise complaint of loud music, partying. Okay. once we approached the house, people started running away. They left a bunch of alcohol behind. We're not even coming for alcohol. We're coming for the noise complaint. And then we sat here for approximately 10 minutes trying to knock on the door. No one would come to the door until these two gentlemen came down and actually answered the door. So right now, if I can, I would like to collect your information, your name, number, your date of birth, and I'm guessing, and I want your current address also as well, okay?
Yeah, sounds good. I'm so sorry about that.
It's okay. So, let me go ahead, and what's your first name? Maddie?
Could be the maybe.
And how do you spell that, Maddie?
My legal name is Madison. It's Madison.
What's your middle name, Madison?
May, M-A-Y.
Okay. What's your last name?
Mogen, M-O-G-E-N.
M-O-G-E-N?
Yep.
Okay. What's your date of birth, Madison?
01.
Okay. And what's your current address?
1122 King Road.
Okay. And are you a student at U of I?
Yep.
Okay.
I will graduate with a bachelor's. I'm still getting my master's.
All right, Madison. So here's the deal. Okay, they've already said that no one here lives at, none of the occupants that live at this address are here right now. So now you have a house full of random people. You need to let them know that the noise needs to come down. Okay, we just received a noise complaint. We want that music turned down. And we don't want to come back again tonight. If we have to come back again tonight, then there's going to be even more problems, okay?
I see both sides.
Sounds good. I'm just frustrated. I'm also so sorry once again.
Hey, I understand, okay? It's just, I mean, if I were you guys, I'd probably just come home and make sure that whoever is partying here is keeping it down to a minimum, okay?
Yeah, we're going to pick all of them.
Okay. So at this point, we're going to leave, okay? And again, if I have to come back later tonight, like I said, there's going to be some citations given out, okay?
Okay, very clear. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, you enjoy your evening, all right?
You too.
Bye. All right, man. Here's your phone.
Thank you.
Hey, so, yep.
You already told her about noise?
Yep, already told her about noise. If we have to come back.
You guys for noise because you don't live here.
Yeah.
But I would probably strongly suggest that anyone else that's left here, they don't live here. Probably
I wouldn't. Thank you guys.
If not, I'm going to come back.
We weren't lying to you guys. No one lives here that we were just.
Yeah, they were here. They went to a party.
This would not be the first party I've ever gone to with people who live here. Yeah. And just let people stay. Why they do that, I don't know. But to me, that would be stupid.
It happens
Stay where I
pretty
live.
frequently.
I've done this for 22 years now.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But, yeah, we'll go let them know. And then make sure.
Just let them know I'm not going to stand out here and wait for them to come out and give them MIPs or anything like that. But in the same term, tell them not to leave with alcohol.
Yeah.
That's the first way you're going to get us. Don't do stupid shit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure it's not the first time you've heard somebody say, don't do stupid shit and the cops won't touch you.
Yeah.
Be smart. Don't be stupid. Don't draw attention to yourself. Right?
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, we're going to try it. I appreciate you guys
Sorry for the
going
trouble.
above and beyond for us and helping us out a little bit.
Totally.
I'm sorry for the issues in the first place. So.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Hopefully we
I'm
can
used to
make
it.
a little better.
All right. You guys have a good one.
My hand smells like Truly.
I know.
It's kind of delicious. Dude, Trulies are awesome, man. I can drink like 12 of those things and not wake up hungover. It's awesome.
All right. Thanks, guys.